Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Or maybe you found yourself searching for your glasses, only to realize they were on your head the whole time? You're not alone. These little moments happen to all of us. But when they start becoming more frequent, it's natural to wonder, is this just normal aging, or something more? Memory changes are a part of life, especially as we get older. But here's the good news. Forgetfulness isn't something we have to accept as inevitable. In fact, there are simple things you can do every single day that may help keep your mind sharp and clear for years to come. Today, I want to talk to you about something incredibly important. How to prevent dementia naturally, just by making a few small changes to your daily routine. Now, I know that might sound like a big promise. But stay with me. We're not talking about complicated brain games or expensive supplements. We're talking about natural, powerful habits you can start using today. Things that are easy to work into your life and that make a real difference over time. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving your independence, your memories, and your joy. And that's something we all deserve. So let's dive in. Let's talk about the first habit, one that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful. Getting moving every day, gently but consistently. I'm not saying you need to run a marathon or join a gym. Not at all. But research has shown over and over that even light physical activity, like walking, stretching, or dancing in your living room, can boost blood flow to the brain. And when your brain gets more oxygen and nutrients, it works better. That means clearer thinking, sharper memory, and even a better mood. You see, our brains aren't just sitting up there quietly. They're busy, constantly processing, repairing, creating connections. But as we age, blood flow can slow down a bit, and inflammation can creep in. That's where movement becomes magic. Just 30 minutes a day, even if you break it up into smaller chunks, can help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and even grow new brain cells. Now, if you're thinking, well, I've got arthritis, or my knees aren't what they used to be, that's okay. This isn't about pushing your body too hard. A walk around the block, some light stretches in the morning, or even chair exercises while watching TV, all of it counts. The key is to keep moving every single day in a way that feels good and safe for you. And the best part? You don't just feel better physically. You feel more mentally alive, more connected to the world around you. And that feeling is priceless. Alright, now let's talk about the second habit. And this one is truly delicious. Eating with your brain in mind. You've probably heard of the saying, you are what you eat. But when it comes to brain health, that couldn't be more true. The foods you choose can either help protect your memory, or slowly chip away at it. But don't worry, I'm not about to hand you a list of foods you can't ever enjoy again. This is about adding in the good stuff, not stressing over every bite. Let's start with one word: color. Fruits and vegetables that are rich in color, like blueberries, spinach, carrots, and tomatoes, are packed with antioxidants. These are natural compounds that help fight off the kind of damage that can lead to memory problems over time. Blueberries, in particular, have been shown to improve communication between brain cells and even boost memory in older adults. And they're sweet and easy to snack on, win-win. Then there's healthy fats. Our brains are made up of about 60% fat, and they love good fats like the ones found in olive oil, nuts, avocados, and fatty fish like salmon or sardines. These fats support brain structure and keep everything running smoothly. If fish isn't your thing, a handful of walnuts or a drizzle of olive oil over your salad can make a big difference. But it's not just about what you eat, it's also about how you eat. Slowing down, enjoying your meals, sitting down at the table, and savoring each bite, all of that sends a signal to your body that it's time to rest and digest. That helps reduce stress and inflammation, both of which can harm the brain over time. So turn off the TV, put down the phone, and give yourself permission to enjoy your food fully. Your brain will thank you for it. And while we're talking food, let me just say this: hydration is your secret weapon. Even mild dehydration can make you feel foggy, tired, or forgetful. So don't wait until you're thirsty. Keep a glass of water nearby throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber for a little flavor. Between gentle movement and mindful eating, you're already laying the foundation for a stronger, sharper mind. These are not just habits, they're a gift you give yourself. A daily reminder that you're worth taking care of. Now that we've got the body moving and the plate full of brain-friendly foods, let's talk about something that's just as vital but often overlooked: restorative sleep. You know those mornings when you wake up feeling groggy, like your brain just didn't plug in overnight? That's not just a nuisance, it can actually be a warning sign. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's when your brain does some of its most important work. While you're sleeping, your brain is clearing out waste, repairing cells, and consolidating memories. In fact, poor sleep over time has been closely linked to a higher risk of developing dementia. But here's the thing, not all sleep is created equal. You might be in bed for 8 hours, but if you're tossing and turning, waking up frequently, or not getting into deep sleep, your brain's not getting what it needs. The good news is, there are small, doable changes that can help you sleep better, starting tonight. Start with your sleep space. Is your bedroom dark and quiet? Cooler temperatures often help. Around 65 to 67 degrees is ideal for most people. And if noise or light tends to bother you, a simple eye mask or white noise machine can make a world of difference. Then there's routine. Our brains love rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, even on weekends, helps your internal clock stay on track. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or bright screens right before bed. They can trick your brain into staying alert when it should be winding down. And if your mind tends to race when your head hits the pillow, try something simple. Write down whatever's on your mind before bed. A small journal or notepad can help you clear out the mental clutter. Some people find a few minutes of deep breathing or listening to calming music helps them drift off more easily. It's not about being perfect. It's about finding what helps you rest, recharge, and feel more like yourself again. Now, speaking of feeling like yourself, here's a habit that may surprise you. It doesn't involve any equipment or fancy routines, just a bit of human connection. Staying socially engaged. You see, our brains are wired for connection. Conversations, laughter, storytelling. They activate parts of the brain that reading or watching TV alone just don't. And when you regularly spend time with people, whether it's friends, family, neighbors, or even a friendly chat with the cashier at the store, you're exercising your brain in powerful ways. It's not just about having a big circle of friends. What matters more is having meaningful interactions. A phone call with an old friend, a weekly card game, volunteering at your local church or community center. These simple moments help keep your brain active and your heart full. They also help combat loneliness, which has been shown to increase the risk of cognitive decline. So don't underestimate the power of connection. Even a short chat over a cup of tea can go a long way toward protecting your memory and lifting your spirits. And if you're someone who prefers quiet or solitude, that's perfectly okay too. Staying socially active doesn't mean you need to be out and about all the time. You can write letters, join an online book club, or even schedule regular check-ins with loved ones. It's all about keeping your mind engaged and your heart connected. Those shared moments, those laughs, those stories, they matter more than we sometimes realize. Now, let's talk about something that's free, always available, and yet so incredibly powerful: mental stimulation. Just like the muscles in your body, your brain needs a workout to stay strong. That doesn't mean you have to start doing crossword puzzles every morning. Unless you enjoy them, of course. Mental stimulation comes in many forms, and the best kind is the one that excites you. Maybe you've always wanted to learn to paint, play a musical instrument, or speak a new language. Maybe you love reading historical novels, gardening, or tackling a jigsaw puzzle on a rainy afternoon. All of these activities help build and strengthen neural connections, which is key to preventing memory loss and dementia. It's not about mastering something new overnight. It's about challenging your brain regularly. When you learn something new, your brain creates fresh pathways. And the more you use those pathways, the stronger and more resilient your brain becomes. That's especially important as we get older, because it helps build what researchers call cognitive reserve. Basically, extra brain power that helps protect you if age or illness tries to slow things down. So, the next time you're deciding how to spend your afternoon, ask yourself, is there something I've always wanted to try? A hobby I used to love but haven't done in a while? Give yourself permission to explore, create, and challenge your mind. You're never too old to learn something new, and your brain will love you for it. Let's pause here for a second. You've already got movement, healthy eating, better sleep, connection, and mental stimulation working in your favor. Each of these habits builds on the other, like puzzle pieces coming together to form a stronger, clearer, more vibrant you. Let's keep going and explore another habit that often gets overlooked but can have a huge impact on your mental clarity and peace of mind. So far, we've talked about movement, eating well, sleeping deeply, connecting with others, and keeping your brain engaged. That's already a powerful recipe for a sharper, more resilient mind. But there's one more daily habit that ties everything together, and it might just be the most important of them all: managing stress and protecting your peace of mind. Now, I know that life doesn't stop being stressful just because we've gotten older. In some ways, the stress just shifts. Maybe it's health concerns, the loss of loved ones, financial worries, or just feeling like the world is moving a little too fast. But the truth is, chronic stress is one of the biggest threats to brain health. When stress hangs around too long, it floods the body with chemicals like cortisol, which over time can damage brain cells and shrink the part of the brain responsible for memory. But don't worry, this isn't about avoiding stress altogether. That's not realistic. It's about how you respond to stress. And that's where daily habits come in. Think about what makes you feel calm, centered, and grounded. For some people, it's morning prayer or meditation. For others, it's sitting quietly with a cup of tea, taking a gentle walk in nature, or simply breathing deeply and slowly for a few minutes. It doesn't need to be complicated. Even just closing your eyes and taking 5 slow, deep breaths can signal your body to relax. You might also try something called gratitude moments. Every evening, before bed, think of 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe the sun was shining, or your neighbor smiled at you, or you had a really good bowl of soup. This small habit helps train your brain to focus on the good, and that shift in mindset has been shown to reduce stress, lower inflammation, and even improve memory. And here's something else that's important. Give yourself permission to rest. Too many of us feel like we always have to be doing. But rest isn't laziness, it's healing. It's giving your mind and body the chance to restore and reset. Whether that's sitting on your porch, listening to your favorite music, or just taking a nap, rest is not just okay, it's essential. And if you ever feel overwhelmed, remember this: you don't have to figure it all out alone. Talk to someone. Reach out to a friend, a counselor, or your doctor. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Your mental and emotional health matter just as much as your physical health. When you care for your whole self, your brain benefits too. So let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. These 6 habits: moving your body, eating with your brain in mind, sleeping deeply, staying socially engaged, keeping your mind active, and protecting your peace. They're simple, natural, and incredibly powerful. And the best part? You don't need to do them all perfectly. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Even just picking 1 or 2 to focus on this week can make a big difference. Maybe you take a walk each morning, or you call an old friend, or you try going to bed a little earlier. Every small step adds up. The brain is always changing. It's called neuroplasticity. And that means it's never too late to grow stronger, sharper, and more resilient. You are not powerless in the face of aging. In fact, you have more control than you may realize. Your daily choices, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, who you connect with, these are powerful tools for protecting your memory, your clarity, and your joy. So take heart. You've got this. You're not just surviving, you're building a beautiful, vibrant life, one healthy habit at a time. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these habits already? Are there new ones you're excited to start? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I always love hearing your stories and ideas. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more uplifting, practical tips on staying healthy and happy at every age. We're building a community here, a space where wisdom, encouragement, and support are always welcome. Remember, you're not alone. And you're definitely not done growing. Here's to living your best life at any age, and to a mind that stays as sharp and beautiful as your spirit.